Hi, this is Sweet June. How's everybody doing today? Coming back at you with another video in the dark. I'll call it Sweet June in the dark. It's good to do um, these in the dark videos because I want you guys to focus on my message. That way, you're not distracted by my facial expressions or anything like that. You can just focus on my message. And I want to I don't, like I said, I don't do reaction videos. And when I do, it's either something positive or constructive or trying to be a fine witness on here. And I'm noticing that Mommy Chrissy has another channel and she's talking about sex and everything on this channel. Um, and I don't really want to go too heavy into all that. But I just, um, I just think that, like what I said in my last video, if you guys caught my last video where uh, I was talking about, I was talking to Mommy Chrissy, telling her how um, basically what I want to drive, the point that I want to drive to home, closer to home, was when I was saying that um, when you're getting involved with these men and stuff, at the end of the day, you're still gonna be, depressed. You're still gonna be sad. You're still gonna be lonely, because that's not what you want. If you guys get a chance to get over there, I think it was Message to Strong Mommy Chrissy or something like that. If you haven't had a chance to look at that video, I would highly encourage you to go look at that. And I'm basically telling her that, because I, I didn't been there before. You're getting involved with these men and you think that it's going to help you. You think it's going to help you emotionally. You think it's going to make you feel better. You think that it's going to, um, curb the loneliness um, and at the end of the day, it doesn't do any of those things. At the end of the day, it just makes you feel um, it makes you feel used. It makes you feel even more lonelier. It makes you, because it's not somebody you're not being involved with somebody that you love. You're just out having a good time, and after a while, that gets old. It gets old, and as much as I love the mommies, I'm gonna be perfectly honest, because you not guys know I keep it 100 on my channel, and I'm not bashing them. But to be perfectly honest, it's like watching a train wreck. It's literally like watching a train wreck because um, I see that the things that they're doing is not, it's going to be detrimental to their children. It's going to be detrimental to them. It's going to be detrimental to their their spiritual life, their relationship with God. I'm very concerned about their relationship with God because we're living in some perilous times. I mean, we see what's going on in the world right now. It seems like things is just coming to a head and Bible prophecy is being fulfilled. So this is not the time to be um this is the time we should be drawing closer to Jehovah God, not going out further distancing ourselves and doing all these other things, you know. And this is the time that we're supposed to be strengthening our relationship with God. And so I'm really, really concerned about their spiritual well being and the spiritual well being of their children. And I just want to say, to Chrissy, it gets old, lady. It gets old after a while. With you getting involved with these men, and she just said in her last live that she wanted to get married. If you guys would pay it on the other channel, the Star Omega channel, if you guys really pay close attention, she did say that she wanted to get married. Okay, when you're a woman, you're a single woman, and you really want a loving husband, but you're settling for Mr. Right now, somebody that you out having a good time with, you have a sexual relationship with, but you really don't really love him like that. You just kind of just it gets old. It gets old after a while because that's not what you really want. And at the end of the day, like I said in my that other video, you're gonna still feel empty inside. You're gonna still be feeling lonely. You're gonna still be depressed. And on top of that, you're gonna be feeling used. And I know that Mommy Chrissy is hurting. I know that she's hurting. I know that the situation with her ex-husband, it's got to be eating her up. It's got to be tearing her up on the inside. Seeing him hooking up with another woman. He wasn't there for the birth of her youngest child. And this wasn't just some random. This was her husband. I know I dealt with a situation with my youngest son's dad. When I got pregnant with him, he bounced. And so, to make a long story short, that whole pregnancy, I was in deep depression. You know, I really, I was really devastated at the fact that this man wasn't going to even try to be in a part of his son's life. And it's in a sense, it still bothers me. It's probably always going to hurt me in one way or the other. You never really you get over it, but you never really truly get over it. I don't hurt for me. I hurt for my son. I don't hurt for me. It's not about me, but I hurt for my son. So I can only, in this man, I wasn't married to this man, so I can only imagine what pain she must be in, that she was married to this man and he did this to her. If I experienced pain and I wasn't even married to this guy, just imagine the pain that she must have felt her husband doing her like that. So I know Chrissy is hurting. I know she's hurting. I know it. Because it's like everything that she's doing is a manifestation of her pain. And she thinks that doing these things is going to numb the pain. She thinks it's going to numb the pain. But I'm telling you, lady, it's not. It's going to make it worse. It's going to make you feel worse. At the end of the day, you're going to feel worse. And I know she was humiliated with this last situation with her. I don't really want to go into all that, but everybody knows what I'm talking about. I know that it was a source of humiliation for her, and she's trying to use it to her advantage. And at the end of the day, it's gonna get old. I'm concerned about her spiritual well-being, her children's spiritual well-being, and at the end of the day, she's just headed for disaster. She's putting herself at risk of catching a fatal disease. It's not good. Nothing good is going to come out of it. Nothing good comes out of committing immorality, because it's going to, at the end of the day, it's going to leave you broken, lady. It's going to leave, you're going to be broken. People want to talk all this junk and, and, call her names and everything. But at the end of the day, you know, she's a human being with feelings. And I know that she's doing all this stuff is because she's hurting. And I'm telling you, Chrissy, it's not gonna benefit. You're gonna feel worse. It's gonna get old after a while. You're gonna feel used. And then you're gonna realize that it's not making you feel better. She's doing this because she thinks it's gonna make her feel better. No, it's not gonna make you feel any better. It's gonna make you feel worse. Because she said if you guys catch her in that last live, she said that she wanted to get married. If you got to pay close attention because she said it in kind, like in passing. She wants a loving husband, a good father figure to her children. That's what she really wants. What she's doing now, she don't want that. She doesn't want that, and that's gonna get old. And so I only thing I can do is keep her in my prayers. And that's all we can do. I love the mommies, but I got to keep it 100. It's like watching. It's kind of like watching a train wreck, because it seems like they're headed for disaster. I know where they're headed, and I know I've been there, done that. I know that doesn't help you. It doesn't make you feel better, Chrissy. I promise you. It's not going to make you feel better in the long run. It's going to make you feel worse. And then you're not going to be able to have a really good relationship with God. And that's something that you need right now. You need to be cultivating your children's um, spiritually. That's our responsibility as parents. You need to be helping them with helping them learn about God and helping them to draw closer to Jehovah God. So that's what I'm concerned about, her spiritual well-being. You know, we living in some perilous times. Bible prophecy is being fulfilled. We getting close to the very end of this system coming to an end, and Jesus is gonna make his return. This ain't no time to be, messing around and doing this and that and the other and doing things of the world. And so that's when I look at that, her situation, that's what I think about. That's what I get concerned about. Whereas other people is looking at it from a different perspective. That's what I'm looking at. But I promise you, Chrissy, you're not gonna feel better. I know because I've already been down that road. It's gonna make you feel worse. So hit me up in the comment section. Let me know what you think. This is not a, I don't want anybody in this comment section bashing Chrissy because that's not what this is about. If you got something constructive to say, that's good. If you're new to my channel, hit the subscribe button. But yeah, that's what I wanted to say. It gets old, Chrissy. It gets old. Trust and believe what I'm saying. Trust me. I just wish she would listen to us older, wiser women. I wish they all would. But I guess all I can do is pray for her. Hit me up in the comment section. Hit that notification bell. Peace and love. This is Sweet June.